I felt good. The new track, I felt the mist that's coming out of the ceiling, so that was new. But it was fun to race here at the Armory. The crowd gave me a nice warm welcome. It's my first race here as a pro. I've been racing here since I was 12 years old. It's over 10 years now, so it's good to come back. I'll be back at Milrose, and I had the same schedule 2 years ago in 23, and that was a good year for me. So I'm excited for this season.
What were the biggest, lessons you took away from last year? Obviously, I guess you didn't do an indoor season, later start to the outdoor year. But I guess, what were the big takeaways?
Yeah, 2024 was a big year of growth for me. Coming off of a little bit of an injury cycle, something I've never dealt with to that extent before. Definitely learned a lot about myself and managing my emotions and, learning what it takes to overcome adversity and using the people in my corner. So definitely learned a lot that I can carry with me for the rest of my career.
How's training been going, I guess, since the fall then?
It's been great. I mean, we have an awesome squad. I mean, Grace Hartman and Hannah Gapes at State are just absolute beasts. Joining us for workout. Well, I should say we're joining them for workouts because they're just absolute studs. Ellie moved back to Raleigh. We have Hannah Steelman, Sam Bush. Still has spring eligibility, so she's kind of in that in-between right now. So it's just been so fun. I think the hardest transition from college to pro is not having that team anymore. So feeling like I'm still part of it has been really helpful.
It's been hard to kind of let go of just the comparison of you brought up this, you were here 2 years ago, but you don't look back at past workouts and just say oh well, this time, that time, I was at this point in fitness and all that stuff. How are you approaching this indoor season?
Yeah, I think that goes back to the growth that I was talking about earlier, where I used to look at workouts and be like, oh, last time I did this, I ran this split, or I did this and that, and Coach Hennis does a really good job at making me realize you can run the same split. It's not about getting faster, but feeling better while doing it. So that's something I've kind of taken away from her in training this season.
This mark was pretty close to your PR, and it's only January at this point. So what does that kind of show you about where your fitness is at for this season?
Yeah, like I said, obviously 2 years ago I ran 24, but I had Alicia Monson and Whitney in that race carrying me. So I just told Coach Hennis, even though it was a second slower, I felt better doing it and being able to go to the front and run that pace by myself. So, and been working on my finishing kick, and I was able to pulled off the girl in second. I don't even know who it was. I was kind of blacking out.
It was Wilma Nielsen from
okay.
Oregon.
Yeah, and I think she's a 2L girl.
Yeah, she's a very strong 800 girl.
Yeah,
so
that was cool.
Were you feeling her she was right on you the last 4 laps?
Yeah, I definitely felt her on my shoulder. I took a look up at the screen, saw she was there, and I was like, all right, we got some work to do because I knew she had some wheels.
Did you expect it to just be you two kind of going in the second half?
Not at all. I don't know. I kind of thought it would be one of those situations where you're coming off the curve and we're going 4 wide. That's what I was picturing because we were kind of talking about going for the win versus running fast, and I didn't realize there was 2 pacers. So when I went into third in the beginning and the second pacer dropped off at 800, I was like, oh, I'm taking this. So, but sometimes that's how races play out.
When does the thought creep in? It's oh man, Grandma's watching.
Oh, the whole time. Yeah, this was big for Grandma to come to the Armory to watch me. I got to see her because they dropped off my brother, so I went down and said hi to them. So we're gonna go out to our favorite restaurant later. I'm gonna go back to Stony Point with the fam. So yeah, it was cool. I just got to watch me run as a pro for the first time.
So what are you thinking for this Milrose 3K? When you look at the field, it's pretty talented. Chris is in it. Josette's in it. I mean, what are your thoughts when that came out early in the week?
Man, I'm just so excited that I get to race in the field that deep. Yeah, it's going to be really cool, really special. It's the most prestigious indoor meet all year, so just being able to be a part of it means a lot, and I get to just put myself in there with the big dogs and see what I could do, see how the new training's paying off.
Are you going to race at USA's?
That's the plan, yeah. A nice little three trips to New York, which I don't hate because I'm from here, so it'll be fun that my family can watch every indoor race I do.
Yeah, USA's for the last couple of years has been in Albuquerque, now kind of a hometown race for you, so how does that feel?
Yeah, it's really cool, really special. That I know a lot of the athletes that race are from New York, but I like to go in with the mentality that's home court advantage. At least I know that I got the Tuohys watching me, so I got a little bit of a cheer squad.
Would you do Worlds?
Yeah, that would be really cool. I always joke because my first trip to Europe had a little bit of a setback there. A couple of us got sick. It wasn't the best, and I always joke I'm never leaving the country, but I know for sure if I make a team, I'm going. So that'd be a really cool experience.
Congratulations.
Thanks
Thank
again.
you.